Paul, how difficult were the conditions out there today?
Sorry, what was the question?
How difficult were the conditions out there today?
Felt like a major, really. Certain holes like 15's borderline unplayable. So yeah, it sounds like a major, doesn't it? Couldn't hold the fairway, couldn't hold the green. So, I mean, it's what you want, but it's not fun. It's not easy, but it's probably providing great TV and great entertainment. And in all honesty, if I was at home, I'd crack open a beer and I'd sit back and watch it.
So I know you shot 2 over par today, but did it feel better than that?
For me, not personally, because I stuck a sand wedge in the water and missed a short putt, so I felt like I left at least 2 shots out there. But I mean, on any other golf course on a regular kind of Thursday, Friday, level par out here today would be a 4, 5, 6, 7 under on a Thursday, Friday. It's that difficult, and look, there's a lot of golf left. But as we stand here right now, kudos to Westy and Bryson for being under par so far. I mean, that's a hell of a round of golf. Anybody breaks par today? Has anybody broken par today?
Yes, Matt Wallace shot 1 under.
Wow, great round of golf. I mean, you cannot express and cannot relay to people how difficult that golf course is today.
How do you feel your game is going into the Players next week?
It's all right. Ball striking is not quite where I want it, but I certainly got a lot of short game practice the last 2 days. And in all fairness, it's kind of what you need around Sawgrass. You need to have good short game. You need to be a good bunker player. You need to hole out and keep rounds going. Sawgrass is notoriously difficult, and look, we're only 2.5 hours away from Ponte Vedra Beach from here. So if conditions and growing conditions are anything to go by from what we've seen here this week at Bay Hill, I expect Sawgrass to be in impeccable shape and extremely difficult.
So we're going back to the Players 1 year from when the shutdown happened. When you look back upon what you knew of the coronavirus when you were at the Players last year, what were your kind of initial kind of thoughts as everything was going on?
Well, I mean, when we left the Players, it was kind of see you in a month or maybe 3. That's what we knew. We knew nothing. And oh, how the world has changed. It's quite surreal, really. And it's still very much not back to normal. So it's getting there. There's certainly light at the end of the tunnel. We've learned kind of who the heroes are in this last 12 months. Medical frontline workers all over the world. And a lot of people lost their lives. So it's been, there's a lot going on in 12 months. Lots to compute, lots to digest. Not all of it good. But hopefully some optimism.
Do you feel like you've learned a lot about this virus over the last 12 months?
Look, it's difficult in this day and age. It's difficult to find a news source, isn't it? Let's be honest, and get correct information. I think I have, but then again, I always feel like there's still an awful lot to learn. I mean, the more you learn, the more you realize the less you know. So, I'm far from an expert in anything other than golf. So, no, I know very little when it comes to the medical industry, and all I know is that I've learned that it's got my respect. When I've got an opportunity to get the vaccine, I'll be in line to take it, and I'll welcome that, and I say hopefully we can kind of start getting back to some kind of normality.
The job that the PGA Tour has done, you've obviously been on the pack and everything else like that, and you've been on the inside of a lot of these conversations. The job that the Tour's done, does it get overlooked a little bit, you think? Yeah,
they were phenomenal. We had a pack meeting basically every week, which is, our pack meetings are sporadic at best, every few months. But we were every week we were on the phone as a group. There's 16 of us, along with management, CEOs, the board. I mean, they worked so hard, and it wasn't easy. I mean, there's the PGA Tour has not been immune to not just the effects of the virus in terms of a health impact, but also the kind of the economic and social and mental impact that it's had. There's been a lot of people who work for the tour who've been laid off or furloughed, and it's been tough. So, it doesn't look like anything has really changed on the tour, but it has. And it's not been an easy 12 months, but I tip my cap, and we've been led very, very well. Jay and Andy and everybody else, there's dozens or hundreds of people that go into what they do. But they've led us well, and the players. The players have been a big part of it, and they leaned on us for our thoughts and advice. And I must admit, we've got a lot of confidence in what they've been able to do for us.
Paul, thank you very much. Appreciate you
Appreciate
stopping
it.
by.